and welcome to Events of the Week, a program that looks at stories we covered in the week. I'm NAOMI CHISENGELA MWANZA. Former Public Accounts Committee Chairperson of Zambia's Parliament, Howard Kunda, is saddened with the continuous suspension of Petauke Constituency Area Member of Parliament, Emmanuel Banda. Mr. Kunda is troubled that Parliament has been unpredictable and rules in the House are not followed.
I think, Parliament these days is something that is unpredictable now, because we see a situation where the laws or the rules that govern Parliament are not being followed. You cannot be suspending just anyhow. No, I think that the work of a member of Parliament is to be in the House there and deliberate. So I think this needs to be visited.
And Mr. Kunda notes that the people of Petauke are suffering following the continuous suspension of Mr. Banda.
Encourage the people of Petauke to petition the Speaker, because their representation is being stifled. Yes, if somebody is wrong, I think there should be room for correction and not just to be sending away. It's like you are trying to punish somebody, but in the end, it is punishing the people of Petauke. It's not healthy for the country.
Callers to the roots of the matter cannot stomach sentiments arriving from Amai Piri after she was initiated in an evil act by her husband. Caller says Amai Piri had all the time in the world to have questioned her better half why she had to undergo a chop of her private part, and the consequences would have been spelled to her before, so that she could have made a decision to go for it or not. Roots FM's key figure Chelengwa Ngube got all the views from traditional gurus such as Mr. John Pierre.
Enjezo kwa ife vana vavantu pano paziko ya pansi tizichiziva kuti paliponse pamene pamankhala chinthu chabwino zimankhala ziwiri pamankhala nachoyipa. Ukapupuluma sumaiona maso nkhono, malo motenga chabwino umakatenga choyipa. Aeliza pamene anali kungena mpangano na amuna vawo vanaonapo chabwino, koma paja amuna vawo anavauza kuti titenge chiwalo chako, ndipo pambuyo pakayena uzambuyenda kwina ine sinzakadyako chakudya ichi ni chifukwa ni chadi. Anaziwa kuti ayikakologo azamba kudya kwina. Pamene paja eliza imwe ndiye mwenzo funi kuvulika mutu kuziwa kuti ni choyipa chamene tichita apa. Bati imwe munavomera, munalakwisa, chifukwa ndiwe mwana wa muntu aliyense nzeru zimachepa, ndiye chifukwa chake amakumana na zoyipa zosiyana zamene zimamuliza. Munachita chinthu choyipa munachepa nzeru. Apa manje nzeru zabweramu nakuyamikira eliza chifukwa chindiwo oyamba kuchinja maganizo pambuyo pochita choyipa. Iwe waziva kuzivira kwa profeti kuti zamene zinachitika apa ni masenga, ndipo mdala wako amuna wako avandiya kupha vantu ni masacrifice aya yaukachenjedi. Iwe yangana manje kumitengo aya ni mankhwala amene munataya pamanzi paja sakila vantu vamene vangakwanise kugwebana na izi iwe mogwirizana na bululu wako.
Now take a break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Worried of where you can sell your goods and services? Take heart. Advertise on Roots FM Radio Selling Point. Selling Point offers competitive prices in which you can market. What are you waiting for? Advertise your goods and services now, and you will never regret. Call the marketing line on 0977 124063, 0955 124063. Roots FM, your only traditional and cultural radio station.
Welcome back. This is Events of the Week, a program that looks at stories we covered in the week. A meeting to manage the Congo DR and Mozambique conflicts was held in Lusaka recently after several people were displaced and killed in the two countries. The meeting convened by SADC saw several heads of state coming to Lusaka, among them Zimbabwe's Emerson Mnangagwa, Congolese Felix Tshisekedi, Lazarus Chakwera of Malawi. Various interventions were made to find lasting solutions before the Lusaka SADC summit. Such an approach has been praised by stakeholders. Isaac Atukula has the details in this report.
Peace brings development to any area where members of the community live. An absence of peace dilutes development to take center stage. Two countries in southern Africa, namely Congo DR and Mozambique, have seen conflicts arise and, in some cases, displacement of people. Such a situation made Southern Africa Development Community SADC members meet in Lusaka recently to find a long-lasting solution to the conflicts in the two countries. President Hakainde Hichilema, who convened the Troika Summit, has emphasized that the conflicts in the two countries could have worsened if SADC did not move at the speed of light to deal with the situation. Stakeholders have also been airing their views on the importance of peace in Southern Africa and Africa in general. Here are Battle Cry for Zambia, Executive Director O'Brien Mambo, and Adedo Vice President Daniel Nyati.
I just want to say that I think we welcome that meeting which was held in Lusaka. We believe that peace is something very, very critical. So just want to say that that meeting is very, very important, and want to wish that in those two countries there will be stability so that the people in those nations can continue to maintain a peaceful environment in the region. And as our president, Zambia is the chair on the organ for peace in the region. That is why we are having that meeting on peace. We need to be able to value our peace, even though as a country, I think, yes, we have had peace for a long time, but this also goes to save a lesson to a country like ours, which has been peaceful, that we should not take our peace for granted. Let us safeguard it by making sure that there is a rule of law, by making sure that those that are advocating for any other undemocratic means, they should be dealt with effectively. As Zambia, as Adedo Zamkano, we want to see this not to be just a talk show, but rather something that will culminate into this conflict being resolved.
Isaac Atukula, Mighty Roots FM News, Lusaka.
Finally, Jesuit Center for Theological Reflection, JCTR, says the basic needs and nutrition basket for the month of March for a family of 5 rose to 10,603 kwacha and 14 gray. The center says the increase in nutrition basket is due to an increase in the price of a 25 kg bag of roller meal and some foods. Muchimba Siamachoka is JCTR Social and Economic Development Program Manager.
The Jesuit Center for Theological Reflection observed an increase in the basic needs and nutrition basket in the month of March, which now stands at 10,603 kwacha.14 ngwe. This signifies a 2.9% increase in comparison to the month of February. The increase in the basket was due to the increase in prices of food items such as a 25 kg bag of roller meal, some food items including fruits, which look at apples and oranges. But it's also important to mention that we did observe a decrease in the price of vegetables. It is worth noting that these changes reflect a combination of factors that are driving up the cost of living. These include El Nino impacted induced weather patterns, as well as the exchange rate depreciation affecting the cost of imported goods, fluctuating fuel prices, and other interconnected economic dynamics.
That brings us to the end of Events of the Week, a program that looks at stories we covered in the week. Thank you for your time. I'm NAOMI CHISENGELA MWANZA.
Worried of where you can sell your goods and services? Take heart. Advertise on Roots FM Radio Selling Point. Selling Point offers competitive prices in which you can market. What are you waiting for? Advertise your goods and services now, and you will never regret. Call the marketing line on 0977 124063, 0955 124063. Roots FM, your only traditional and cultural radio station.